Good afternoon, everyone. You guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Good. How are we doing today?
Not bad.
Not bad. Good. Good. Especially you. You got a check today for you to pay.
Yes, indeed.
Gotta be good. So you're ready for the weekend. Don't spend it all, okay?
I'll try not to.
Save some.
Mhm.
All right, guys. We are going to be talking about online presence. I asked John, he's still not here yet. I asked John to get some information about the real estate market. So we all know that we are having a good time for the real estate right now. And compared to last year, two important things happened. Prices went up, and there's more sales going on right now than the same period of time a year ago. So it's a good time to invest your time and a little bit of money in your presence online. We have some good information, especially because right now the majority of the buyers are the millennials. And as you know, the millennials are online all the time. They search, they are on Facebook, they are on Instagram. So if they are the majority of the buyers right now, so it will be a good idea to put ourselves in front of them. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. I was trying to see if John came, and he's not here yet. But let's start it. Let me share my screen with you guys. All right, can you see the screen online that says online presence?
Yes.
Good. Now, there's a few informations here. So there's a time to earn and a time to learn. So right now it's a time for both, because it's a good time to sell. So it's a good time to make money. So we do have the digital walkthroughs that we can do because of the COVID, but not only with the COVID, we can also do the open houses, which will be you will be able to attract more people on an open house, online open house, and you can also record it and leave it on so people can anytime go and see the open house. Okay, so question that you should do to yourself is this: how strong is your online presence? If I search you right now on Google, will I find you there? Will I find your Google page, Google business page? You guys, I don't know if you know, but the Google business page is free. You just have to go there and create your page. And I'm going to show that to you, and also a few other pages that you can include yourself. People are searching on Zillow, Realtors.com, Homes.com. If we search for you on one of those sites, are we going to find you? So this is a question for you, and you can do that yourself on your computer. Okay, those are the places that you can and should have a presence. Instagram, Facebook, Google, YouTube, LinkedIn, Homes.com, Realtors.com, and Zillow.com. So take a picture of this slide here. So later on, you can go in one of those sites and see if you already have your page there. If not, it's a time for you to create it. When you walk into a listing presentation, what would you say? Let's say you are talking to a seller and you're trying to get the listing. So what would you say? Check me online. See, my presence online. I hope they don't Google me, because if they Google me, they're not gonna find me. Where do people go first to check you out? 70% goes to Google. 70% of the agents have no Google business presence. So do you have a Google presence? So the number one place that everybody goes to check on an agent, it's on Google. And I wanted to show you that. Let me stop this sharing here. And this is a good time to show you this. Stop sharing. And I'm going to create a new sharing here. And it's going to be this one here. Okay, we'll go to Google. I'm not going to ask any of you guys to, if I can use your name, but I have a friend. He's a real estate agent, and I'm going to put his name here. He's an agent for many years. But if you look at here, on this side here, it's blank. There is no information about him. So I'm going to use one of our agents because she is there. So now you're going to see what will show if you have your Google business page. Nadia, are you with us? No, she's not. Okay. Now, you see the difference. When I Googled him, and this part here has nothing. When I Googled Nadia, this part here has all information about her. Her name, what she is, what company she's working with. There's a link for the website, and also reviews, which is very important. So you call anybody you like it, or actually anybody you know, anybody that you worked with, family, friends, to go there and write a review for you. The more review you have, the better. So she does have a presence online. If she goes to a listing presentation and tell them, look, Google me. So they will Google her and they will find, especially when I was telling you about the millennials, they are on the internet all the time. Social media, Google, they will Google you. So anyone here doesn't have a Google page?
No.
Maurice, can I put your name here?
Yes, I don't have it.
Maurice, what is your last name, Maurice?
Right now, I don't have any listing.
No, it's not about having a listing, okay? It's about having a presence online. You don't have to have a listing to have a business, a Google business page. Okay? You just have to go there and create it. Nadia right now doesn't have any listings. She's working on getting listings right now, but she does have her page.
I don't have one either.
I
don't have one either, Regine.
Regine, let me put you here, Regine. Regine, what is your last name, Regine?
MERISIER. ISIER.
So see, it doesn't come anything. And Regine, this is a free service that Google offer.
Yeah, I know. I have to do it.
Okay, so I have one company that they can help you to create your presence online in all those applications that I showed you. They really do a good job. They have a one-time fee that covers you training and support for 1 year. And I believe the last time I spoke with them was $800. And they will do all the pages for you on Facebook, on Instagram, Google, Zillow, Realtors, Homes, and they will support and train you how to keep your presence alive. Okay, so number one, before you try to start advertising anything, either yourself or any listings, or do trainings online, which is the best way to promote yourself, is to training people. Like when a subject like first-time home buyer, you're teaching first-time home buyer how to purchase their house instead of renting. And before you start advertising yourself in any of those things, you need to have your presence online, because if they find you, they want to know who you are. And if they don't find you, then they can know if you're really professional, if you're really knowledgeable on the subject. So this is one of the things that you have to work yourself on it. If you don't know if you have it or not, just put your name on Google. And if this area here, it shows blank, it's because you don't have it. So then you have to have a Google account. I believe the majority of us has a Gmail account, and that is a Google account. With your Google account, you can create your Google business page. Okay, and then you will have like her. Okay, so let me see if okay, I'm going to stop this sharing here and I go back to our presentation so you can look into the other applications. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me just make sure that John is coming with the information that we okay. Now, your reputation is on the line and online. So how many stars do you get on Google? So every person that you ask them to give you a review, to write a review about you, ask them to give you 5 stars. The more review you have, that's how Google will manage the what we call scrolling, which is when you search anything from Google, what comes first. And if you have more reviews and more stars, you're the one who's going to come first on a result when anybody search for some agent. Okay, diversify your reviews online. Zillow, Realtors, Google, and Facebook. On Zillow and Realtors, you can also have reviews. Ask them to log in on Zillow and Realtors and write a review about yourself. The more, the better. You guys understand the importance of this, right? We good? We are on one page? Yes or no?
Yes, we do. Yes, yes.
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 You understand that the key to succeed in this business is to promote yourself. Because if people doesn't know you, how can they use you when they want to buy or when they want to sell? So it's going to be like a standalone realtor. If nobody knows you, if you don't get yourself, your image putting out there, people won't find you, so you can't get clients. And the idea is to become successful. And the only way to become successful if we work with buyers and work with sellers. So they need to know us. And the only way is to have this presence online. Okay? Okay. On social media, which is also another very important tool, because everybody's on the phone today. I've heard from the millennials that they are more into Instagram than Facebook. So Facebook is still very much used. We have a lot of traffic on Facebook. People are in front of the Facebook every day. but Instagram is even more. So you have to have your presence on Instagram as well. Okay? There's 1 billion monthly active users on Instagram. So that's definitely very important. There's 2.37 billion on Facebook. And in LinkedIn, you get 500 million members. It's not as much as Facebook and Instagram, but it's also very important to have your information there. Okay, John is having a little issue to log in. Okay, Facebook and Instagram have seen a 40% increase in use due to COVID-19. People are home, they don't have much to do. Then they are on the phone or on the computer all the time, checking Facebook, checking Instagram, posting things. Views for Instagram Live and Facebook Live doubling in 1 week. So if you are doing some, let's say, training, and this is one thing that I always tell my agents, promoting yourself. If you're trying to advertise yourself as an agent, it's not a very good result, okay? Because you are talking about yourself. Hey, look, guys, I'm here. I'm a realtor. If you want to buy or sell, I'm the one. It will be better for you to promote some listings. I already authorize all the agents to use all the listings that we have under One Way Realty Group. So you can just go to MLS and then you see the listings and you see if those listings are in the area that you wanted to work with, and then you can advertise in those listings. You can get in contact with the listing agent, which is your colleague under the same company, and see if you can go and do some videos. Hi guys, this is a beautiful apartment or a beautiful house, water view, 3 bedrooms, recently renovated. And then you do some nice speech during the time you are recording the video. And you can do that live, which is good. People tend to looking whatever video are going on live, or you can just record it and post it later. Social media is the best lead source. 47% of realtors are getting leads from social media. Okay, now I have one friend of ours, and he's also an agent. He's advertising on Facebook. He transferred himself to Orlando, and he was advertising new constructions in Orlando, all on Facebook. And there is one thing that we need to learn. It's how to boost any videos or any advertisement that you make it. So number one, you have to have a Facebook business page in order to boost a post. You cannot boost a post on your personal page, okay? So once you have your business page, you need to learn how to boost. What is the best way to boost? That means when you boost a post, you're gonna choose the audience. So who you want to reach, age, frame, and income, location, language speak. So you can reach out exactly those people. And then you can, when you're creating, you're managing your advertising, when you're boosting your post, you can say, I want to spend $5 a day or $3 a day. Okay? So then Facebook will use your budget. And at the end of the month, they're going to take the money from your credit card. And then you can follow or manage the results. Facebook's going to show you how many people really saw your post and how many people clicked on it, which is very important. To create a button when you're doing a post for a post is to contact me via WhatsApp, and it gives a button there for them to click it. So once they click it, they will send you a message on your WhatsApp. And it's a very effective way to spend your money in advertising, okay? Because if you're not seeing any results, there's something wrong with your post, you change the post, and then you posted it again, you boosted it again, and you keep managing your audience until you start finding results. You're going to start seeing results. And this is very important. Do you want to know how to create your complete digital presence? So those are the places you're going to have to go to create your presence online. If you're not in all of them, they can't see you. Okay? Now, Google. I already showed you about Google. And we use it, Regina, we use it Nadeja, and we saw what it is. Now I'm gonna look into, let me stop this sharing here, and I'm gonna share another screen. And we're gonna go to homes.com. There's a lot of people going to homes.com searching for houses, search for agents in certain areas. You know, there's people coming from different states, also different countries. They want to purchase property here in Miami, and they're looking for agents who they can working with. Now, if you go here, you see on the top here says find agent. So you click on it, and then you can put the name. Let me put a Sunny Isles. We are on homes.com, okay? And here we can put the name of the agent. Regina, can I put your name?
Yes, yes, yes.
Regine, M.
E-R.
E-R.
I-S-I-E-R.
I-S-I-E-R.
I-E-R.
All right, you see here it says agent name not found. I'm gonna put one of our agents, Delia Cancel. Delia Cancel is not here. Let me put Juliana Yahami. She's here, look. And she's One Way Realty Group. You see how important it is when you have your presence in homes.com. Let me put her again, Juliana Yahami. It shows up here. And that has all the information about her specialization, language, bio, you know, and view my website. If you have one, you can put it in there. And also a link for YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So people can get all your information there. Okay? So this is one other page. Let me show you another one. I'm on homes.com. I'm going to realtors.com. Realtors.com, you guys are familiar with that website as well. People go there to find property for buy, for rent, and here's a link also to find realtors. When you click on it, and you put the agent name, I'm using Delia Cancel. Search. There she is. Delia Cancel, One Way Realty Group. Okay? And shows how many properties she sold, the experience, and there's a link to email her, to send her an email. So all the information when you create your profile will be shown here. Okay? So let me show you another one. It's Zoom. Let's go to Zillow. Zillow.com. Now there's a enter address, neighborhood, and say here on the top, agent finder. looking for a real estate agent, neighborhood location, name, Nelia, cancel. There she is again. Okay, so Regina, I put you, Regine, M
ER
R
ISIER
SIER.
ISIER.
Yes. Someone from your family here. Actually has the same last name, right?
ISIR. Mhm.
Yeah. So you see, they are here. There's people, a lot of the agents are here. So we're missing the opportunity to have our presence online. John, you're here with us now, right? I see you on the chat.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. John, I was talking about a few things that you're going to bring it to us, but I already started. Let me stop this sharing and create a new sharing here. Okay. And you're going to bring the information about the real estate market and also the millennials. Do you have any presentation, or is just going to be talking?
Just talking, just going
All
to
right,
bring
great.
up some facts and some statistics that come across my desk. Basically, for the Miami condominium market, a total of 225 condos sold last week for $140 million. So compared to the week before, the sale of condos was 113. So just from week to week, it almost doubled. So obviously, and as many of us know, the Miami condo market is now on fire. It was the houses, single family homes, but the inventory for single family homes is really low. So now these out-of-state buyers are looking for condos, and the condo market is really on fire right now. Units sold for an average price of about $624,000. And the condos sold were for $414 per square foot on average. So these home sellers, if you do have a home seller, you can tell them they're making historic profits right now. People who sold a medium price home or condo last year made a typical profit of $68,000. That's the highest since 2005. Crazy numbers we're talking about here. Profits for sellers shot up last year in more than 90% of the US housing market, and the median home price increased 12% to an all-time high of $260,000. That gain represented 34% return on investment compared to the original purchase price, and that's up from 29% in 2019 and 27% in 2018. And one more final stat is we're hearing a lot about mortgage rates starting to climb. That is true, but it's not these huge numbers that we might be thinking about. Last week, the average mortgage rate was 3.02%. This week, it's 3.06%. So the trend is a little bit moving higher, but it's not a big, huge jump. So buyers can still get these historically low interest rates. Compared to last year, the rate was 3.36. And 3 years ago, the rate was 4.46. So we're still in very low interest territory, which is really good for buyers and obviously sellers as well. Do you want me to talk about the millennials now?
Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
So millennials, they are now the largest population of home buyers in the US. So where the buyers go, realtors should follow. So as Arlinda was mentioning, you have to have an online presence for millennials. Obviously, they grew up on the internet. 44% of millennials would buy a home from just the photos alone. So these are just some tips that I found online when working with millennials. I'll just give you a couple, and then I can turn it back over to you, Arlindo. basically the historically low interest rates, advancements in work from home, this is a big thing for them, and growing families have motivated these young adults to start buying instead of renting. So it's important that realtors understand who they are and what they're looking for. Basically, number one was, yeah, you have to give yourself a digital makeover, not just one area, several areas. All the information these millennials get, as I mentioned, are online. Digital resources, just make sure you have a really user-friendly website that showcases your services and the properties. Millennials obviously use social media to search for properties and services. So you also have to have a presence, and a high quality presence, with good photographs on Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok. TikTok is a newer kind of thing. But consider getting on all of these platforms, because that's where your potential buyers are going to be. Now, what are they looking for? They're looking for bigger homes and bigger backyards. They're used to renting smaller apartments, but now that they're raising families and they can work from home, they're looking for larger homes. The average size of a home that millennials are searching for is around 2,400 square foot, and that's a 41% increase before the pandemic. So they want more room to work and play, and they're also looking for plenty of room for their pets. This is an interesting fact. Arlindo, can you guess what percentage of millennials own or have a pet? Just take a guess.
No idea.
70%.
Wow.
Wow.
Hold on. So if you do have, obviously, a millennial and you do have a pet, you might want to connect with them. With that, also, if you are showing them condominiums, make sure that you show them ones that are pet friendly. Number 3 is their average home sale that they're looking for is around 250,000, right? But recently we just talked about that the average sale of a home now is 266,000. So they're not totally against fixer-uppers. So don't put that out of your presentation when you speak to them. You might want to offer them a couple of fixer-uppers that are more in their range without just dismissing those. And it's one of the stats was more than 7 out of 10 millennials would consider buying a fixer-upper if it's at a good price. And then finally, for millennials, it's said to be a trusted resource. You know, they're a little bit younger, so they can use some guidance. This is obviously going to be their first purchase, and it's going to be their biggest purchase. So you want to position yourself as a resource for all the things that they're going to need when buying a home. So Nadia, I believe she put together a great website that not only has her information there, but she's also listing title companies, mortgage brokers, inspectors. So you kind of want to be that one-stop shop for these millennials, because you don't want them going to other places, and they like to do all with one person. So if you can add that to your website, that's a great advantage as well.
We can't hear you. You're breaking up.
No one else has mentioned.
Do you hear me now?
Yes.
I can share my website name so you can see what is my website representing as a realtor. This is how I assist my clients, so they know that we can offer them everything, not only showing and selling and buying and renting, but we show that we work with the trusted escrow companies, that we work with the trusted mortgage companies. I don't list the agents that I work with, but at least they know that we do all these services, so they don't go to shop around, and we can offer it to our people.
Yes. Do you want to show your website? You're breaking up again. Nadia?
I will send it in a group chat.
Oh, okay. All right, good. So I don't know if you were here when I was showing your presence online on on realtors.com, on Google also.
I was, but I'm doing the walkthrough for the unit that I just closed, so I can't be the FaceTime. I was just listening.
All right. So you're doing a great job. Congratulations. You're doing a great job. Your presence online is there. So you can, with the confidence, tell anybody that you're talking to, potential buyers, potential sellers, to go check you online because you are there. So that's very important. Now,
Armando, I have a question.
Yes, Anna.
How do we look for the office listings again in the MLS?
Yeah, you go to you have to go to Matrix, and then on the search bar you have a quick search, and then you put the OFC code. It's called office identification number, which is very easy to you guys remember. If anybody asks you for what is your office identification number, is the first letter of every word on the name. So One Way Realty Group, O W R G and number 01.
01.
So you just search for through the office number, and then it's going to show you all the listings there. Okay. Now remember, guys, promoting anything is your second step. Your first step is to create your presence online in all those pages that we were talking about. Okay. I hope you guys took a picture of that. If not, I will repeat it again. It's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, realtors.com, Zillow.com, and homes.com. Once you created your presence online, which is free, you don't have to pay anybody to do it if you know how to do it. And it doesn't require a lot of knowledge in computers. It's just go there and follow the instructions. It says here it's created a new profile, then you click and create a new profile. There will be a button to upload a photo, then you click upload a photo. And there will be a bunch of fields for you to fill up: your name, company that you work for, your title, your website, your Instagram, your Facebook. So you're just going to fill up all the information, and when you click submit, your profile is created. Okay? So after you create your profile, then you start thinking about what you're going to promote. All right, number one, that you can use it, is what I said, it's our listings. Choose the list that you want to promote, and then you can go to MLS, and then you download all the photos from there, and then you created a nice presentation, and then you can create a video and upload it there. Second is to, through good information, you know, when you, like education. I think about a couple years ago or a year ago, I did a training on how to use Zoom. Zoom is a very good application. And if you are going to hold a meeting for up to 45 minutes, your Zoom account is free. So you don't have to subscribe, pay monthly fee or anything, if your meetings are up to 45 minutes. Now, so what am I saying that? You can create your Zoom meeting, and then you can structure what you're going to be talking about. Let's say you're going to be talking about first-time home buyer. Okay, so put all the topics together. Now, you can talk to me, you can talk to John, and you can talk to someone from Loan Depot, and also some inspector, inviting them for a Zoom meeting where everybody's going to talk about what they do for first-time home buyers. What are the whole process of a transaction from the beginning to the end, to the closing, okay? So then you create a Zoom meeting, invite them to the Zoom meeting, and everybody will be talking about, and then you create your educational video, and then you promote that educational video. Now, if you're teaching me, let's say I'm a surfer online, and I'm looking for some information, And the information that I was looking for, I found on your video. So you're the one teaching me. So if I wanted to buy or to sell, who am I going to call? Am I going to call the person who's teaching me? So this is a good way for you to promote yourself, not saying, hey guys, I'm here, I'm a realtor, you can come and call me. No, you're teaching, you're giving them some good information. And then in exchange for good information, people is going to call you for more information. You can also at the end of the video say, guys, feel free for any consultation you need. You can give me a call. I'll give you a free consultation. And that's a way to bring them to you.
Arlindo,
Yeah.
this is why that's a good point, and it is important because another stat is 2/3 of millennials say that they can't afford the 20% down payment on a house. But if you can educate them that there are first-time home buyer programs out there that they would only need 6%, this would definitely change their mind about buying a house. So that's why it's definitely important to have these types of educational videos so you can tell them what is available to them, because a lot of them don't know.
Yes, that's a great idea also, yes. And also, just putting some more information on what you said, the FHA program allows a minimum of 3.5% down payment. And also, they allowed up to 6% seller contribution. So there's 2 points. People are trying to buy, millennials are trying to buy a house. So they started their life right now. They don't have much money saved. So they don't have money for down payment, and they don't have money for the closing cost, and they don't even pursue the option to purchase a house because they know they don't have enough money. What is missing there is an information because they really don't need much money. They only need 3.5%, and the closing costs can be paid by the seller up to 6% of the purchase price. So if you have that information and you hold it to yourself, there's a lot of people that wants to know about it. And if you are the one who's going to deliver that information to them, so they are going to use you when they're ready to purchase the house. Okay? So go to Zone.com. If you don't have an account yet, create an account with them and then start putting together a plan. What are you going to be teaching these people? Okay, and also there are many cities that they offer down payment assistance, and if they don't have the 3.5, they can use the down payment assistance to purchase the house. So it will be cheaper for them to buy a house than to rent. Okay, so those are the information that you can.
Arlindo, are you talking about the grant that the cities are offering?
Yeah, there's also city grant. There are down payment assistance, and there's also city grant. And the person who is well prepared to give you those information is Lori. Lori's been with the city and the first-time home buyer programs. Lori, what can you add to this?
Well, in addition to the city, we have state money, okay, with the state of Florida. There's county money and city, and then there's grants. It depends on where they're buying and what their income is. So there are a lot of opportunities. I'm helping a client, for example, in Broward County with $50,000 in down payment assistance buying in Lauderdale Lakes. There are opportunities, so many, to help first-time home buyers.
All right, great. So
Yes.
yes, tell. Sorry.
Thank you. I have a lot of millennials that are looking to buy a house, but their biggest problem is they don't have W-2. They are self-employed. Are there any programs that you would suggest, Lori, or anybody who is working already with people who don't have W-2, who have just this income like 1099?
We work with self-employed borrowers all the time, and as well for down payment assistance. So the type of employment that they have does not affect if they get down payment assistance or first-time home buyer programs. It's based on household income, number of children, which helps increase household income. Now, if a millennial just recently started a business and doesn't have a 2-year history with the business, that is often not stability, especially in the whole COVID environment we're in right now. But if someone has been in business over 5 years, for an example, we'll use the most recent tax return for our underwriting purposes. Down payment assistance always wants 3 years. So self-employed or not, they don't have to be W-2. But
Well,
what's really nice is if they are W-2, even if it's a new job, as long as it's a full-time job, there's flexibility and we can help them.
Lori, you also
Thank-
have a program for approving income through bank statement, right? Not
We
only
do.
through-
Yeah, we do. It's more conservative though, because down payment assistance does not do bank statement verification lines. So they're going to have to put more money down. And the rates and terms are higher. So yes, for self-employed borrowers that might not show traditional income on their tax returns, we have a bank statement loan, which is great. They just, you can't get down payment assistance, and they probably have to put 20 to 25% down at least.
Ilona, you good?
Thank- Yeah, I'm good. That's why I can't put together first-time home buyers that are self-employed, and they count on having just to put 10% down, and then at the end they are fitting only into program that demands 2 years of being in business and having statements for 2 years.
Well, no,
May I
you
add,
don't
please?
need statements for 2 years, by the way. We do have bank statement loans where you can show a couple of months of statements.
Okay.
So
Thank-
it's not going to be as favorable rates and terms. And of course, they can't do down payment assistance because the city won't, the state and cities will not underwrite that way. But there are mortgages for them.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Guys, one suggestion, what I do with my clients, I always try to escort them anywhere they go. It can be either talking to a loan officer, because you hear a lot of information that can be useful for you when you get another client and you get the questions and you can answer them right away, just because you come with them everywhere, like to the closing or to the process of getting the mortgage or finding out the questions, how they can purchase everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Any specific cities that has this kind of program?
Can you number some cities, Lori?
You mean are we talking Miami, Dade, or Broward? Because almost every city has some money. It's just a matter of, how much the income of the client has. So there's money out there. There's no doubt that there's money to help them with closing costs and down payment. It's about household income. And the state, county, and cities, they vary on that, as well as the grants. So the best thing to do if you have a first-time home buyer in need of assistance is let's get started with them and see what they qualify for.
Maurice, you got your answer?
Yes.
Oh, Jan.
Yeah, this is Gene.
Jean, yes, Jean. Okay, sorry, Jean.
That's okay.
So, guys, you can see a bunch of information that even us, that we are in business, licensed, we don't know. Now, imagine all those potential buyers out there that they also don't know anything about any of those things, and they don't have a source of information. And we can be that source of information for all of these people. Now, imagine how many people you know right now that they would be buying a house if they know that they can get a $20,000 assistant. So Lori gave an example in Lauderdale Lake, right? That the buyer is getting $50,000 assistant. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for assistance. So how many people do you think would buy a house if you can give them $50,000? Maybe not even 50, but maybe 20,000, $30,000. And the thing is that there's a lot of them that are forgivable. You know, there's city grants that they are forgivable. There's a plan on Hallandale that if you keep the house for 10 years, you don't need to pay back. And there is no monthly payment. So it's not going to increase the DTI. It's not going to increase the monthly payment because there won't be any monthly payment. If they keep the house for 10 years, the money is forgiven. If they sell the house before 10 years,
Hello?
yes. Yes. If they sell the house before 10 years, then they will give back portion of the money, you know? Not everything will be returning to the city, but portion depends on how many years they have the property. Is that right, Lottie?
Yes, that is correct.
Is it similar than like the same when they give grant to repair your home? Some cities I know they have those kind of grants to repair homes. Is it similar to that?
Yes, some cities do have grants to repair homes, and clients deal directly with the city. I don't really handle those kind of grants because I work with first-time home buyers. But yes, it's similar to that. Now, like the state of Florida, the funds from state of Florida are never forgivable. Okay, but Arlindo is correct. Often with the cities, that is the case, or the counties.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Okay.
property has to have a certain value, like 500,000 or less or more. I don't know.
Well, how it works is basically, I'll give you the, we do maximum financing on the first, and then the down payment assistance is really like a second mortgage, even though there's no payment in most cases. And you can do up to 105% financing. A lot of times the client has to put at least 1% of their own money into it. So if they buy a house for 300, they have to put 3,000 into it, but no more than that in most cases. Now, again, if they refinance the house or sell it, they have to pay their prorated share as well.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
All right, guys, in general, those assistance, the city grant, is for redevelopment areas. So don't think that you're gonna get this grant to buy a condo on the beach with a ocean view. You know, it's to help first-time home buyers in basically in a redevelopment areas. All right, guys, now you had all the information here. I'm gonna bring some more information about how you can promote yourself, advertise yourself on our next meeting. But I believe you already have a lot to think about it and a lot of work to do. If you really wanted to become successful in this business, you have to put your ideas in action. Because an idea, it's only good if you put them in action. If you don't put them in action, you know, idea, it's never going to go anywhere beyond your head. So you got to put those ideas in action, go to those websites, create your profile there, then start working on how you're going to promote yourself. Are you going to use existing listings? Are you going to create some educational program? As an example, first-time home buyers. I believe we are all here. I speak for myself. I'm here to help you. If you need me on the video to help you prepare this video, I'm sure John is going to help you also, and Lori from Loan Depot to create this video, and then you can promote yourself. Okay? So you got a lot to do.
Any way we can. Basically, just know that knowledge is key here. The more knowledge you have, the more you can assist your buyers. And then just thanking Arlindo for allowing us to be on, and providing this information. Even myself, I've been doing this 15 years. You can always learn something new, and you can pass that on to your client, and they'll be thankful for you for it, and they'll be a client for life. So Arlindo, thanks for presenting this information. From what I know, you're the only broker in this area. We work with a lot of brokerages. You're the only one doing these weekly meetings and assisting your agents. So kudos to you. Well done.
Thank you, John, and you too. Thank you for being with us. You've always been a great support. And guys, I encourage you to use the Florida Closing and Escrow as your title company, not only because they're helping us, and if that was only the reason, it would be enough. Because who will give their time to be here with us, sharing good information, educating us on those subjects that he's bringing? If that was the only thing, that would be enough. But I know John for many years, and I am in real estate business also for many years, and he's very knowledgeable. He's not only a title agent, he's a real estate attorney, and their price is fabulous, and they do a great job on the transactions. So I encourage you to use them, and any questions you have, he already said many times, he's available to help you guys in any questions that you have. All right, guys, if you have any questions, I'm gonna open out for questions. If not, I'm gonna end the meeting and we will resume next week. Any questions right now?
No,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Arlindo. Thank you, John.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
Arlindo and John.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
All
you.
right, John, one more time. Thank you so much for being here with us, for your support. Thank you, Lori. And thank you guys for being here. And I hope that this was a good subject and it was a good, important information for us to grow in our business. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you, John.